station.
Yes, it's funny you mention that, because in fact that was, I think, one of the big uncertainties as we go into this election, is that we've seen an increase in undecided voters and what we call late deciders. And this is a result of party identification starting to decline in South Africa over recent years. If you don't feel that sort of strong loyalty towards a political party, it doesn't mean you won't go to the polls, but it does mean you're going to use the election campaign period to look at political parties and probably make a late decision. And we saw in 2019 almost 25% of South Africans declaring that they actually made their mind up in the week coming up to the election or on election day. So this really tells you that the behavior and the rhetoric of parties going into those final days before an election are really important and can swing a vote.
Yeah. It's a problem, though, going forward in terms of making decisions within the municipalities with all these choices that we have. What kind of problems can that present?
Do you mean problems for voters or problems for politicians?
For instance, in a situation where we have a hung municipality and there's no decision as to which outright winner we have.
Absolutely, and I think this is going to be the challenge after these elections. We're probably going to see a number of municipalities that haven't been able to clear a majority of 50+1%. We're going to have a lot of coalition building over the next few weeks and months, and there's going to be some horse trading. And I think that, South Africans are quite nervous about coalitions, because we've seen a period of instability since 2016 when coalitions really became a thing at metro level.
Actually.
Yes, and we've seen instability. But coalitions don't necessarily have to be unstable coalitions. They can be cooperative, they can be consensus seeking. And I think political parties have learned, well, are hopefully learning their lesson, that they actually have to go into coalitions with the intention of building workable agreements amongst the various parties, finding some ideological and policy common ground that they can work with, because they will be punished at the next election if they don't get it right.
All right, let's take you now to Nozintombi.